Oh, hey team. Welcome back to Ed Fundum. Where? Last we left off, we got some upgrades. Let's see if anybody has any chit-chat. Nope. Nope. Negative. Nothing there. And nothing from Dad. Alright. We got an ancient clay tablet, but we got some work to do on that. Nothing to sell at the moment. Yeah, oh wait, you know what? We got new items. Ooh, thermal stabilizer. We can take some thermal stabilizer. And a parachute. Hell yeah. So how does this work? They're like 48 bucks, so you just kind of plug them in all the way down the shaft. I'm assuming. Nah, we don't need to worry about that. Okay. You know what? Let's go to the radio, see if anybody wants to talk now. Incredible, just incredible. I've heard about crystal caves in the south of Atlantis, but here, it's incredible. So we hit the jackpot? Well, only if you're planning to start a tourism business. Most of these crystals are composed of selenite, which is a type of gypsum and therefore little value. However, you may notice pink crystal formations among them. I can't perform a full chemical analysis on them remotely, but I can definitely tell you they are something. Incredible, extraordinary, and very valuable. Just keep in mind that these crystals resonate with the vibrations coming from your mech. If you drive or drill near them for too long, they will crumble. Therefore, please be careful and try to bring the crystals intact. They're extremely valuable. Their shards aren't as valuable, but bring them anyway. No driving, no drilling, no crumbling crystals. And one more thing. There are unstable stalactites in this area. They could cause serious damage to your mech. Yeah, I've already got that lesson out of the way. Perhaps Mr. Thompson can figure out how to get rid of them. He is an engineer. The user is currently unavailable. Bias, I know it's you and not a system message. Ah, crap. Mr. Thompson, could you please advise me on how to avoid getting hit by stalactites? I take it the answer, don't take unnecessary risks driving under stalactites wouldn't suit you. Exactly. In this case, I can suggest provoking the falling of stalactites. Try to drill next to them so that they and their shards fly past, hit you, or hit other objects. Isn't there a more engineering approach? You can try to find the experimental vibration suppressor. The records from the previous expedition mention the loss of one of the mechs was such an upgrade during the exploration of these crystal caves. However, I doubt it will be easy to find. That's what I call a scientific approach. I'll be on the lookout for it. Unk, you started to dive into history, but something interrupted you. Yes. Atlantis developed rapidly, but it was credit-based development. At first, no one understood how the new government of Atlantis planned to pay off its debts. When they realized it, it was already too late. Atlantis declared war on Elysium, or rather, all of the states on this continent, and launched a full-scale invasion. The Elysians fought bravely against the Atlanteans. They are the descendants of Incas and Aztecs, after all. However, most of the agrarian countries of Elysium did not have a chance to stand up against the industrial might of their northern neighbors. Within just 1 year, the entire continent had been conquered. I've always wondered why the countries of the Old World did not intervene. They hoped that after conquering Elysium, the Atlanteans would stop, as they had access to numerous undeveloped oil reserves. In addition, in order to join the fight, the states of the Old World would have had to cross the Atlantic Ocean, where the Atlantean fleet reigned supreme. Maybe if the whole world stood united, it would have been able to defeat the Atlanteans at sea. They thought, however, that the Atlanteans did not pose a threat to them and could not come to an agreement. And that was a big mistake. Yeah, I have a call on the other line. We'll talk later. We piping straight down, son. Owie. How low can you go? It's heating up. Probably should let her cool down a bit, huh? Shit's getting harder to mine, too. So you've dug through 2 layers of ground and still think digging is the best thing to do for the heir to a huge corporation? I've been thinking a lot about it, and you know very well that I can't run the entire company, and here I feel useful. Besides, I'm really curious about what waits me further down the road. What secrets will I discover on the next layer of ground? That's what scares me most, Oscar. Some secrets should never be revealed. Anyway, you've reached a depth of 9,800 feet. So here's your bonus. Hell yeah. Going down, boys. Piece of shit. When you're dumping emeralds because they're not good enough. Love it. Okay. Not great. I'd actually been to use that fuel tank. Brother. Yeah, no, we're there almost. Just gotta wait for her to cool down. Blast reduction costs. Alright, I don't like our HP, so we're gonna go back up. Don't do that. Good Lord. Ridiculousness. Crystals are 21k. Holy crap, we want those crystals. But they're hard to get. They're actually extremely obnoxious to get. Don't really care about saving things from the blast. I guess since this is... You know what? Nah. Unlock new items. Are we ready to yeet myself into oblivion? I can't buy any thermal regulators, but we do got the parachute. Should try that out. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, we can work with that. literal shit. That was dirty. That was hella dirty. I literally don't have the money to deal with this. But why though? Why did those two reset, but this one did not? Rude. Which of the darkness? The hell is that? Oh, hell no. You dirty sons of bitches. Oof. I didn't realize I was that low. I thought I repaired that thing. Oh my god, it's at this point? Oh, Jesus. You just doing me dirty, huh? Intent to do me dirty. Forgot which key it was on. Where the hell is it? Oh, there. Alright, we like that. That's decent. 50K. If anybody wants to talk about anything. No, we already seen that. Okay, so they're all... Brother. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. We're back to here again. Works for me. Keep failing this one dig. Okay, so what the hell? I guess that works out for me then. Yeah. See if we can not shank this up this time. Kind of like that. These are mines. Oh, hell no. Absolutely no thanks. Hey, a building. Nathaniel Forger's diary, day 12, from the start of the expedition. Some members of the expedition asked me the question, is searching for a new source of energy really worth all the effort? Our whole family knows firsthand what war means. It took the lives of many of our loved ones and left terrible scars on those who survived. I can only thank fate for sending Oscar to Rome just before the war began, so He didn't have to see what was happening at home in Albion. The shortage of ignitium will soon lead to a new conflict, and the whole world will once again experience the horrors of war. Of course, our research might end up in nothing, or might give us a new fossil fuel, which would only delay the war. But if we can give humanity even the smallest chance of a brighter future, then we must try. And that's why I always answer such questions. We will do everything in our power to prevent another great war, and the rest come what may. Father never changes. He put aside his work to talk about the fate of humanity. Alright, well, since I feel like we're about to cause a whole thing with this, maybe let's find a way into there. Thermal regulating is not available. Wow, we are just stuffed full of the good, huh? We're literally dumping out heliodors to put in rubies. I love it. Owie. Shit, I did it again! Maybe it's time to reduce the difficulty settings. All that fucking work, man. "11th time is the charm." Sons of bitches. If it's bouncing doesn't cause them to break. So warm, cool down, damn it. You got one crystal. I don't trust it. Nice. Rude. Come on, pop off. Don't love that. Come on. Give me a goddamn earthquake. I'm quite literally being as ridiculous as possible. Hey. You gotta be kidding me. Sitting down here just mining walls trying to get it to trigger. I'm not buying anything from you. That's a big chunk of money, though. Yeah, it's right at the weight cap, isn't it? It is. Well, extra repair kits and stuff while I'm in the deep. Sounds like a good idea, actually. New items as well. See what he's got. $1 million for the next upgrade. How about the chassis? What do you need? 40 or 4, almost 5K. Buy a thermal stabilizer, a parachute. Oh, I don't like that. Yeah, I'm still trying to trigger this shit. I'm gonna mine out an entire goddamn zone. Just trying to trigger an earthquake. Yeah, I don't even care if y'all break at the moment. I just want to trigger the earthquake. Give it to me. Seriously, how much of this shit do I gotta mine? Was not close enough. There were hopes, there were dreams, but they were shattered. One might say. I'm trying with all my power. I'm not gonna love that area. Thank you. Finally, jeez. Alright. Sorry, baby. We gotta burn you up. Okay, good. At least we're not overheating now. Yeah. Oof. Close. Building's looking pretty shiny. Okay, so here's what we do. We do this. And then we get screwed because... Oops. Why? We're out of beams, so I say we go back up and we buy a whole nother stack. Yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this smork style ish. I need to move these around. I got 3 dynamite. Oh, I bought the dynamite instead of... I bought the dynamite instead of the money I had. Really? Oh my fuck, I bought 77 thermal. I hovered over this, but I was still tagged to that. You got to be kidding me. Is there an undo button? Brother man, there is. Okay. Please get out of my face, thanks. Ah, saved it there. Well, I guess we'll have thermal regulators for a while. As annoying as that is. Oh yeah, I wanted to move things around. Let me see here. Yeah, it'll do for now. Okay. That shaft is done, so what we'll do is we'll mine out some ruby. Any other good stuff we can get our grubby hands on. Not a big fan of that positioning. For that obvious reasoning there. Damn, I was being dirty with this layout. Sure we don't miss any segments on our way back up. If I got 77 of them, I'm gonna use them. Accidentally use that parachute somewhere along the way. All right, now. Shit. Oh, I don't like that. Alright, back down and we go. That I don't. That is a problem. Shit. That's a big problem. Damn. Okay. Blew me right the hell up, huh? Because if I plummet all the way to it, yeah, that's what I was afraid of. We can't have that. Can't have that. Absolutely cannot have that going on. Pains me to do it, but we gotta go up to go back down in a manner that won't get me obliterated. Because there is no way. I'm going to remember every time not to obliterate myself by not easing up on the free fall. Bitch. Had I known that I couldn't use it, I would have never upgraded it anyway. Still holding the button. Okay, still holding the button. Take a slow fall and clean up the spots that I missed. I see you up there. Found frame reinforcement. Okay. Well, you know what we gotta do now, right? Trigger this. I like that. Rude. Shut up with that shit. Maybe it's time to reduce difficulty. No. I just need to stop being an idiot. I know what the issue is, but I refuse to fix it. Because I'm a real man. Okay, well that wasn't great for my my little robot buddy. Shit, I pressed the wrong button. Doesn't use the parachute, wants to get there quicker. Turns out, should have used the button. Yo, I'm not doing great right now. I gotta stop being reckless. Oh hell no! I see you. I see you. Rude! It's chasing me. I should stop mining. I'm terrible at it. Dude. I truly am terrible at this, aren't I? Rude boy. I sure am. Dude, I've lost so many rounds. So glad I did not play this on hardcore. Close. Damn it. Okay. Not great. Rude son of a bitch. What I wanted? Not what I wanted. Guess we could do that. Which floor is this on? Or which... I think it's there. There we go. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, you don't. You definitely gotta be kidding me. Eat. Eat. Run. Owie. Okay. All right. Nice. Yeah, buddy. Processing facility. Scanning tower level 2. Without a doubt. 100%. Okay. We are ready for the next round, but I'm going to take a break. There were a lot of failures in that run, and I apologize for the ineptitude. But until then, y'all stay safe out there and have a good one.